All right, this is the second episode of saving this funky old self-propelled mower that I think has a chain drive coming out the side right there, which is pretty unusual. And this mower, I've decided to call Wendy. So we're going to try and save Wendy. There she is. And I was right about the kill switch. It is not working, so we're going to have to adjust that. I'll show you what I mean. So you think, okay, so I push this down, and it doesn't pop off or anything. It's but it doesn't travel far enough to take the kill switch and have it function. And I'll show you why I know that. So I'm going to compress the bail and watch right there. See that? It moves, but it is still touching. So this mower is never going to run because the kill switch is engaged. And so what I'm going to do is unscrew this. So I'm going to be turning it towards the engine and see if I can increase the travel of this cable enough to where those two contact points aren't touching, because that's what has to be done. Let me get my tripod. I may have to take this switch off to do this, but sometimes I can repair these just by tightening it while it's on the mower. Let me see if I can get this camera lined up here. That's not too great. Let's see. That's a little better, but it's not great either. I gotta work with my system here a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do is try and turn this while it's on here. If I can't do it, then I'll just take this whole cable off. So I need a pair of pliers I can grab that with and begin to twist it. And oh, I told you guys wrong. I'm going to be, oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I told you the right thing. I'm going to turn this towards the engine because that's going to unscrew it from the end of this cable. And it will effectively give this cable some more travel. If I can get it to spin on this thing. There, okay, good. It's spinning now. I don't want to take it completely off, but I definitely want to turn it several times. And between this one and the one up top, okay, let's see if that made a difference now. We're gonna watch right in there and see if that clears now. Okay, it actually does clear, I think. But it's not by much, so I'm going to go ahead and take another couple of turns on this one. And then we're going to look at it again. Oh yeah, there's a definite gap. I see light now. But to make it even better, I think what I'm going to do is do the same thing up top, up here on the handle. I can't get this thing to focus up there. Let's see how that may back up a little bit. That might help. So this is the other end of the cable, and I've got to I've got to do the same thing. I've got to loosen it. Yeah, that's, my little thing is not working here. Hang on a second, I gotta adjust this camera. Please be patient with me when I do this. All right, I'm gonna try to grab this in a different spot. There, and try to grab it on this side, down here somewhere. Okay, that's definitely definitely grabbing it in a different spot. And now it's too tight. All right, let's see if that'll stay there for a while. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop off that clip up there. So I'm going to get me a big screwdriver. I'm going to pop off this clip up here that holds the other end of the cable. Now this thing is old and rusty, of course. That's one of the reasons it's doing this. So I popped it out now. Now, same thing, I'm going to turn it where it's coming towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably enough to make a big enough difference, especially now that I've done the same thing on the bottom. So let me see if I can line this up now. All right. So now we're going to take a look when I compress this and see if it's made a difference, a big difference. Okay, there it is. That's the difference we're getting. I mean, there is light there, but actually, I think I need more than that. The brake is coming off the flywheel just barely. And this would start, but the truth is it needs to be a little more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the upper again, and let's see if I can get this silly camera fixed. It doesn't want to do what I need it to do. There we go. Loosen this somewhat. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about all that. So there's your handle up there. So I'm going to pop it off again, and I'm going to make a few more turns. And also I'm going to squirt a little WD-40 on both ends. So that may help the situation as well. A little shot there and the end of this one. And one down this little opening here where the cable goes in. I'm sure it's rusted up in there. I'm just trying to save the parts that's on here. Turns on this thing. That's a little bitter. It's still not breaking. All right, let me try loosening here on the bottom again. That seemed to have been really the biggest change. Yeah, I think I've gotten about all the good I can out of that. All right, I'm going to get some tape, electrical tape, and I'm going to tape right around the base of this to keep it from popping up, see, because I'm losing a little bit of travel from doing that too. So let's do a couple of wraps on here. See if that makes enough difference. So I want that, see, I don't want this thing popping up or popping off. I want it to stay snug and close right to this handle. So I'm put some pressure on this tape. I'm going to go around it several times so this bottom of this clamp doesn't pop up. Maybe that WD-40 will soak in and help me with this whole situation. Several wraps. Some with some oomph on them. Okay, so those. All right. Okay, now I'm going to cut this. I don't want a lot of tension on that last wrap. The last wrap, I just wanted to adhere. I don't want to be putting a bunch of pressure on it. Light pressure on that last inch or two. So I want it to stay in place. I don't want it to pop off. Okay. I'm going to compress the handle again and look at it. Oh, that's a much bigger gap. That's an improvement. That's a much bigger gap. Okay. So that's good. The other thing you can do with these is create a little space by running this cable through a nut. I'll show you what I mean by that. It's got to be able to travel through this, and that'll take up just a little bit of travel on this thing. If I can wrap it through one and then come up with it, so let's try that. Slip it out to this side. Slip it out to this side. Okay, I'm going to set this down. Okay, now I'm going to run this. See if that'll fit through there. No, it won't. Okay, it's gonna have to have something that has a much bigger opening than that. Maybe like a big washer or something. Let's see. Tie a knot in that cable in case none of this works, and I want to use it in a different way. That may be big enough for this thing to fit through. And then bring it around again, maybe. And that's probably too much. I need one that's a little different shape than that. You know what, that little trying to find the perfect washer. Maybe that's one. This might work. Let's try this one. It's too small. All right, this one is very thin, and maybe I can loop it around here and give me a little more travel. So I'm going to loop it around there, and see that is giving me a little bit of, that's actually giving me a lot. I really want that. So let me back this out. I don't like the way that is going. happened there, you? Of course, now I've got in there, I can't get it out. No, that's not working. Well, since I can't get it off, let me see if I can make this thing work. Custom fitting this thing. Now, put this in there. Okay. Put that position forward. I think it's going to fit. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that off of there. I got to get that off of there. There we go. I think I pushed it through. I need to get some pliers that might help. You gotta grab that thing. Oh, the struggles I make for myself. There we go, got it. All right. Put this back where it was. Right in there. And I'll slide it back into position. There. Okay, it is working. I mean, it's not great, so it does clear. I see daylight, and the engine brake is not touching the flywheel. So let's go with that for now.